Hey guys, welcome back. This is a different podcast. It's a special Comic-Con podcast, and I'm going to talk about some things that I found interesting on Comic-Con. And in this first episode of this podcast this week, I'm going to talk about this guy here, Batman, and Batman v Superman, because that's like the official title, right? So I just watched the panel, the Comic-Con panel for Batman v Superman, and it was super awesome. They had like Zack Snyder and Gal Gadot and Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill and everyone, Amy Adams as Lois, and Jeremy Irons. Yes, Jeremy Irons is awesome. So there were everyone there, and as usual, it's like people asking questions, and they're like, "Well, we cannot tell you anything," and what you see in the trailer and everything, it's just not much to tell. It's just for like more interaction with the fans and everything. So, but it was pretty cool, and but we have some like news per se about the whole movie. So let's go for that. First, if they showed the special Comic-Con trailer also. So the first thing that I want to is like a Killing Joke cameo in this movie, because the movie is like based on the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel. And there's a Killing Joke graphic novel. It's like two different things, but kind of connected, sort of. So they had like a Killing Joke graphic novel cameo on this movie, which if you go check the special Comic-Con trailer, which I will put there on the description, you can see like on the Batcave there's a Robin suit. And written on it like ha ha ha, and the joke's on you, Batman, something like that. And that's like Joker. Well, the Killing Joke is like basically killing everyone that Batman loves and works with. So yes, that was pretty cool, and it really expands on the universe, Batman universe, like, and connecting all this, the graphic novels and the comics and everything. And one thing I find really interesting, that people get really mad when they saw the movies and everything. They see the movies and there's like, oh, but there's nothing. There's so many different things that they're not in the comics, they're not in the graphic novels and everything. And I was like, well, it's a different media, so it's a different way to tell a story. It's a different take on the story. So I think that's good that especially movies doesn't stick so strict with the original material, because they have more freedom to work with, and they can show the creativity and like create some new stuff. I mean, of course, you're not just reinvent Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman or anything, but it's like, create something, make something new. I think that's cool. Anyway, second thing. Well, of course, they will tell in the movies, but they showed a little bit the reason why Batman and Superman are fighting. So it's basically, if we could make like a comparison between DC and Marvel, it would be like Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice would be like kind of connected with Age of Ultron, Marvel, because all this thing like, oh, superheroes are dangerous, and which the government should be strict on them, and they have like to be official government workers, and there have to be someone to take care of the superheroes for them not to destroy the whole world and everything. So that's the reason why they're fighting, kind of, because like Superman, like a Man of Steel, he destroyed like a lot of things where he's fighting with General Zod, and one of those things that we you can see in the trailer, it's that he destroys, well, a lot of parts of Gotham, or yeah. So on the trailer you can see like Batman, Bruce Wayne, with the little girl, and holding her on the like all destroyed building and everything. We can see like Wayne Financial. So Batman also thinks that Superman is dangerous, so that's the reason why he's fighting him. And it's all this thing like, oh, who's right, who's wrong, and it's not our enemy. Jeremiah say it's not our enemy, and well, it will be told probably in the movies, but yeah, that's like one of the reasons why they're fighting, because it's like Batman wants to protect Gotham from this godlike creature that's now living here and destroying stuff, right? And connected to that, how can Superman have destroyed stuff in Gotham? Because, well, he's fighting in Metropolis, so they're far apart, right? Well, actually, no. Zack Snyder said that Gotham and Metropolis are really close together, and they say like there's this boat that people go from Gotham to Metropolis, like, so Metropolis is like this big city, very wealth and prosperous, and Gotham is like this kind of decrepit place and everything. So people go from Gotham to Metropolis on this boat to work like every day or like every week, I don't know. But so they're really close together, the two cities now, and that's why we can see like this really close connection with Batman and Superman. So one city can really, like, literally and physically affect each other. So I think that's also a very interesting take on this movie. And Zack Snyder say, well, it's not canon and anything. And I was looking for it, so it was weird. I found this map that shows like Gotham and Metropolis like really close together with a bridge. It would be almost like New York and New Jersey, kind of like geographically speaking. But yeah, I found it's interesting because normally Metropolis will be based on New York, and Gotham normally based on Chicago, so they're kind of far apart. But I think for the movie, it's they will not change the feeling of the cities to put them close together. Gotham will still be Gotham, like dark and decrepit and like rough, and Metropolis will be the clean and prosperous city. That would be cool. And then we go to the next topic, which is Wonder Woman. And she, in this movie, they didn't show much of her on the trailer, but she's the she's the one that brings them together. It's like, guys, stop fighting and let's fight this other big problem that we're having now, which I don't know what it is. Could be Lex Luthor, or it could be someone else. I have no idea. It could be everything. So by the trailer and by the panel, could be anything. But could be Lex Luthor. But anyway, so Wonder Woman is like this beginning of the league, So she's the one that brings them together, and that have this epiphany of I don't know, could be, but epiphany of having a super team built up, which is pretty cool, because they are the founding members of the Justice League, right? So it'll be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Hawkman, I believe, and Aquaman. If I'm correct, don't remember if that's those are the founding members, all the founding members, but well, those three: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman for sure. So she's the spark for Justice League, which is pretty cool. And people are really, I don't know, well, the reactions are like 50-50 on Lex's look, which, as I said before, is a new take on Lex Luthor, is a new like modern or contemporary look on Lex Luthor, and I found it's okay to change or to adapt or to reinvent if you not mess with like the core of the character. And I really think they are not messing with the core. It's just an alternative universe or alternative Lex Luthor, but he still will be Lex Luthor, the really, really bad guy. But yeah, I think the new take on Lex it's okay. I think that's the only thing that I wanted to say. I'm pro the new Lex Luthor look. So I think that's it for this Batman v Superman podcast. I'll do one for Game of Thrones, and I'll do another one for Star Wars. So keep in touch, and this is Mitharder. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share.